All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still working on the race car, and I don't understand the damn brakes because this caliper's brand new, that one's brand new, all those are brand new. The rotor was turned here, brand new rotor. Rotors were straight and good back there. The rear end is disconnected from the drive shaft, and it's hard as hell to turn. This thing was spinning super easy. I'll show y'all. Okay, so this is the driver's side. Easy, right? It's like it's dragging. No matter what I do, I can't figure out why these things keep dragging. The brake pedal's not really any better than last year, and I literally, like, no shit, that black bottle was a gallon. That is empty. All that brake fluid is what I used bleeding this brake system, and probably 75% of all that was literally the front brakes. And it's got new lines and stuff. All these lines are brand new all the way around. My metal lines, this I fabricated. This is an old line, but then the metal line that goes from here to the other side is good. I just see one thing that I want to fix. But I sprung a leak. My damn tube on my power steering, right there, this one has a hole in it, and I've been wondering why it's been leaking. So I found the pinhole. So I let it drain. I disconnected the hose. Keep walking around, y'all. I disconnected the hose. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna bring my MIG over here, and I'm gonna mark it with a marker where that hole is, and I'm gonna put something over top of this, but I'm gonna tack weld that spot, and then I'm gonna put JB Weld over it. Then I'm gonna shove this bullshit back on there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I have tires everywhere. I've lost parts to this thing to actually come up through the hole and hold my damn rim, and my valve stem remover and a couple other things. I thought I put them in my toolbox, but apparently I didn't. They might be up in my attic, not sure. But yeah, got my drill press working. New shaft, new pulley, some clips on it to hold the bearings in place inside. All this came out. This was a bitch to get out. I don't know what was going on with it, but it was a bitch. So yeah, I got it all together, and I bent some things up, lost some parts here and there, but I got to tighten this down. Tighten that with a wrench. Tighten that with a wrench in a little while, but yeah, I've been bouncing around. I've got my dad's Corvette in here. Trying to charge the battery. This battery has been on charge for about 3 hours. It says it's 100%, but the voltage decides what it wants to do. It'll either read 0 or it'll read 6. I don't think it's gonna charge, but we'll see. Yeah, the car, I gotta put the foam in the fuel tank, and then put my fuel that's over there in the drum that y'all seen in the other videos in the car. I gotta paint all this because this is all overspray because I was too damn lazy to cover it. Just aggravated with this car. So the seat's in. I gotta tighten one bolt for the crotch strap, but the seat's in. I just pulled the padding down and put it on. This thing is super tight compared to what I've ever been used to. There's an inside view of where we raised the roof. so that my head will clear the top, because my head used to come to about right here. So I'm gonna put a roll bar pad here and over here, because my head will still hit this. I wish my seat came up higher, but it doesn't. But anyway, because my head doesn't rest inside of this. It's probably supposed to, but my head don't. My shoulders sit right in here. So, but it's better than what I had. It's a lot more restraint. But I am going to put padding up here. And what I'm hoping is this gives me enough crush zone now, if I flip, that I have time to tuck my chin and hang on for the ride. I don't know how many people really tuck their chin down into their chest when they're flipping, but we were trained to do it in the Army. So why are you eating wood? Why are you eating wood, you crazy dog? Don't eat my wood. That's supposed to be in the fireplace. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm just trying to get it trying to get it together so that I can get to Craig Dipman's and get it scaled. I did get these out finally, the jack bolts, and I put some nuts on there to lock down against here. I did that on both sides. Got new radiator hose there, new hose there. That one barely reaches, but it reaches. It'll work. It's on there. So once I get the motor running, then we'll see if I have any leaks. But this belt, I cannot find this belt. My belt that came off here is 32 inches. Online, when you go to Jegs, Speedways, fucking Summit, any of them, says this belt's supposed to be 32.625 inches. Well, 32 is slightly too big. 31 and a half is too small. 31 is too small. 33 is way too big. So this is literally a lawnmower tractor belt from Tractor Supply, and it's a 32. 32 might be a 32 and a half. I think it's a 32. I have the box somewhere, but anyway, yeah. So, oh, it's probably over there on the shelf, so I know what to buy next time. But I'm killing a few minutes. I took the hood off. I want to get the engine hoist off, but I think I'm gonna come over here with a jack real quick right there, and I'm gonna jack one side up, get the motor mounts lined up, and get something in there. I don't have the bolts. All that crap are my nuts and bolts and headlights and everything else. So, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this put together, the exhaust back on, stuff like that. And then I gotta buy some primer when it warms up a little bit more. I got body filler inside for little bitty nicks like this, things like this. But you can see I put some on here, but I'm gonna have to clean it really, really good. That one's still got a little bit of a crack showing, so I'll put more filler on it to cover it better. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. The motor's not looking too bad, but you know, I'll have to get belts. Hey, look at that. There's my other fuel clamp. I've been wondering where that dude is for the last year. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at on the vet. And rather than just having it sitting around and waiting for the perfect time to start painting and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the exhaust and stuff like that. And I'm gonna rotate the engine, make sure everything's still good. It's been sitting for like 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. I'll get the brake booster down and stuff and paint it up and all that, but Somehow I'm gonna have to cover this really well when I paint, because I gotta paint all this. And but yeah, so most of this has been painted inside. It's just got to be washed. But yeah, I'm tired of it sitting around. It's time to get it done. So that's what we're gonna do. This is the color of the inside originally, and the stripe that was down there. The whole car was this. Absolutely ugly as shit. So I'm going with black. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show y'all. I'm gonna start on this vet. This vet, I'm going to get the battery figured out, because it won't hold a charge. It goes in the back seat down in there. Down in there. But this is my dad's car, and it's not too bad. These Corvettes, the driver's seats always wear out really bad. Mine's 10 times worse than this, but the interior is really good if you clean it. Just replace this seat cover, maybe fix that one over there. There's like a little stitching coming apart on it. But I gotta get a couple of the gauges working, or I'm gonna try. My dad put a brand new circuit film system on the back. It's got a brand spanking new engine, brand new carburetor. It is a, I don't know if y'all can see that, Corvette 25th anniversary. So, but it's in really good shape. I just gotta get the gauges and the battery situated. But it's like dark gray on gray, and then red interior. So this car is gonna be for sale soon. Hopefully sooner than what I'm expecting. But while I work on it, I'm probably gonna put it out front for sale, and then I'll bring it in and work on it in the evenings, put it back out there in the morning for sale, etc., etc. But yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, the wife is in Germany for the next 2.5 months. She left at the beginning of the month, March. She'll be back in May, the end of May. So I'm living it up with the dog, and it's cold. So yeah, but that's where we're at. This dog keeps chewing all the wood that's supposed to go in my fireplace. Car is dirty. Race car is absolutely dirty. It's filthy as hell. But we'll get all that figured out. All right, that's a quick update, y'all. Hope y'all are having a good Monday. Hope you have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.